Aptitude. Aptitude is a natural ability or skill.
He has a natural aptitude for water skiing.
Compliment. To compliment is to say a nice thing about someone or something.
Her coworker complimented her for doing a good job.
Hinder. To hinder is to keep someone or something from doing something.
All the traffic hindered me from getting to work on time.
Journalism. Journalism is the work of collecting the news to put in newspapers or on TV.
Before becoming a teacher, she worked in journalism.
Jury. A jury is a group of people that listen to a trial and say if someone is guilty.
The jury listened closely to the attorney before they made their decision.
Justice. Justice is fairness in the way that you treat other people.
People turn to the court system when they are seeking justice.
Liberty. Liberty is freedom to do what you want.
To many people, the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of freedom.
Literary. If someone or something is literary, it is involved with literature in some way.
He worked hard to create a successful literary career.
Pharmacy. A pharmacy is a place where medicine is sold.
My mother sells medicine to people at the pharmacy.
Pill. A pill is a small object that has medicine inside.
She took a pill for her headache.
Presume. To presume is to believe something is true without being certain.
Since he raised his hand, The teacher presumed he knew the answer.
Privacy. To have privacy is to be away from other people.
Please hang the sign on the door so we can have some privacy.
Punishment. A punishment is something that one must endure for any wrongdoing.
He was given a punishment for being rude to the teacher.
Sensible. If someone is sensible, they make good decisions.
It was sensible for her to save some money each month.
Slice. A slice is a piece from something larger, such as a cake.
The girl enjoyed a slice of cake at her birthday party.
Sorrow. Sorrow is a very sad feeling.
The girl felt sorrow after her best friend moved away.
Straw. A straw is a thin tube that is used to suck liquid into the mouth.
I drank the orange juice through a straw.
Swell. To swell is to become larger and rounder.
My sister's stomach began to swell after she got pregnant.
Tidy. When something is tidy, it is clean and in order.
Leon has always been a very tidy boy.
Affection. Affection is a feeling of liking someone or something.
Amanda has a lot of affection for her little sister Sarah.
Agency. An agency is a business or service set up to act for others.
I went to a travel agency to help me arrange a flight home.
Ash. Ash is the gray or black powder created when something is burned.
The end of his cigar was full of ashes.
Confine. To confine something is to keep it in one place.
The elephant is confined to a cage in the zoo.
Dismiss. To dismiss something is to say it is not important.
He quickly dismissed my idea about a new project.
Erupt. To erupt is for a volcano or something to shoot a hot substance.
The volcano erupted for the first time in 10 years.
Fate. Fate is a power that causes some things to happen.
Some people believe that a person's hand can tell their fate.
Lava. Lava is the hot substance made of melted rock that shoots from volcanoes.
The red-hot lava poured from the volcano.
Miserable. If someone is miserable, they are very unhappy.
He was miserable after his dog died.
Navigate. To navigate something is to control the way it moves or goes.
She navigated the ship across the ocean.
Originate. To originate somewhere is to start there.
The idea of democracy originated in ancient Greece.
Remainder. The remainder of something is what is left.
He took a bite of the apple, then gave me the remainder of it.
Retrieve. To retrieve something is to find it and get it back.
She retrieved her mail from the mailbox.
Shallow. If something is shallow, it is not deep.
The kids were playing in the shallow water.
Slope. A slope is ground that is not flat.
The slope to the top of the mountain was very steep.
Span. To span a length of time is to last that long.
His work began in 1999. It has spanned many years since then.
Superstition. A superstition is something magical that people believe is real.
It is a superstition that Friday the 13th is an unlucky day.
Sympathy. Sympathy is a feeling of being sad for another person.
I felt sympathy for my sister, so I got her a balloon to cheer her up.
Vibrate. To vibrate is to shake very hard.
The machine made his whole body vibrate as he broke up the ground.
Wander. To wander is to walk without going to a certain place.
The boys liked to wander in the woods and look at birds.
Armor. Armor is metal worn by soldiers to protect the body.
The soldier wore armor to protect his body.
Blaze. To blaze means to burn brightly or powerfully.
The small fire soon blazed into a large, dangerous one.
Boom. To boom means to make a loud, deep sound.
The firecrackers made a loud boom when they exploded.
Cliff. A cliff is a high and often flat wall of rock.
The wolf stood at the cliff and howled.
Flame. A flame is part of fire.
The torch was filled with yellow and orange flames.
Independence. Independence is the state of being free from the control of others.
After leaving home, Sophia had a great feeling of independence.
Invasion. An invasion is an attack by a group from another country.
In Korea, walls were built around cities to protect them from invasions.
Knight. A knight is a soldier of high rank and skill who usually serves a king.
He was the best soldier, so the king made him a knight.
Lightning. Lightning is the bright light seen during a storm.
The lightning flashed above the water.
Rebel. A rebel is a person who fights the government in order to change it.
The rebel had enough of the government's unfair policy.
Retreat. To retreat means to run away because you have been beaten in a fight.
The army retreated because they were losing the battle.
Revolution. A revolution is a change to the political system by a group of people.
The revolution in Russia led to the creation of the Soviet Union.
Spear. A spear is a long stick with a blade on one end that is used as a weapon.
The soldier was holding a spear in his hand.
Steep. If something is steep, then its slope or angle rises or falls sharply.
He rode his bike up the steep hill to reach the top.
Summit. A summit is the highest part of a hill or mountain.
Snow covered the summit of the mountain even during the summer.
Thunder. Thunder is the loud noise heard during a storm.
The sound of the thunder startled me.
Troops. Troops are soldiers that fight in groups in a battle.
The troops were all prepared to go into battle.
Warrior. A warrior is a brave soldier or fighter.
The samurai were some of the most skilled warriors in the ancient world.
Withdraw. To withdraw means to leave a place, usually during war.
After losing the battle, the enemy withdrew back to its own country.
Yield. To yield something means to give up control of it or to give it away.
He had to yield his turn because he was in checkmate.
Bench. A bench is a long seat for two or more people.
Most parks have benches for citizens to relax upon.
Confront. To confront a hard situation or person is to deal with it.
The couple has to confront each other about their problems.
Daisy. A daisy is a small flower with white petals and a yellow center.
There were a few daisies growing in the field.
Dispute. A dispute is an argument or disagreement that people have.
Karen and Brian often have disputes about silly things.
Horror. Horror is a feeling of being very afraid or shocked.
The audience screamed in horror when the ghost appeared in the movie.
Incident. An incident is an event that is usually not pleasant.
Mr. Wilson had an incident where he became sick and had to leave.
mist. Mist is water that you can see in the air or on a surface.
The forest was covered with mist.
Object. An object is an inanimate thing that you can see or touch.
The shopping cart was filled with objects.
Orphan. An orphan is a child who does not have parents.
The orphan frequently cried during the night.
Plot. To plot is to make a secret plan to do something that is wrong or mean.
The group was plotting to ruin the company's financial reports.
Pregnant. When a female is pregnant, she is going to have a baby.
The pregnant woman was shopping for baby clothes.
Rage. Rage is a very angry feeling.
The chef was filled with rage when his helpers ruined the meal.
Revenge. Revenge is what you do to hurt or punish someone who hurts you.
He broke his sister's doll as revenge after she lost his favorite book.
Shame. Shame is a bad feeling about things you have done wrong.
The boy felt shame about misplacing his clothes.
Sigh. To sigh is to breathe out loudly and show that you are tired or sad.
Molly sighed when she looked at all the information she had to research.
Sneak. To sneak is to move quietly so that no one hears or sees you.
The thief snuck out of the house without anyone noticing him.
Spare. To spare something is to give it because you have more than you need.
I wanted to help him, but I couldn't spare a tire.
Stem. The stem of a plant is the stick that grows leaves or flowers.
The rose had a long, thin stem.
Supper. Supper is a meal that is eaten in the evening.
We usually have supper around 6 o'clock at my house.
Tender. When something is tender, it is soft and easy to chew.
The meat was so tender they didn't need knives to cut it with.
Beneath. If something is beneath something else, it is under it.
The largest part of an iceberg lies beneath the waterline.
Cub. A cub is a baby animal, such as a bear or lion.
The lion cub was crying for its mother.
Dawn. Dawn is the time of day when the sun rises.
At dawn, the sun gently rose over the farm.
Dissatisfied. If you are dissatisfied, you are not happy with something.
I was dissatisfied with their decision to work on Sunday.
Ease. When something is done with ease, it is not hard to do.
The monkey climbed the tree with ease.
Evident. When something is evident, it is easy to see or understand.
It was evident from the look on his face that he was unhappy.
Hail. Hail is ice that falls from the sky when rain freezes.
The hail from the storm was the size of golf balls.
Howl. To howl means to make a long, loud sound like a wolf or a dog.
The wolf howled at the moon.
Leap. To leap means to jump a long distance.
He had to leap over the gap to reach the other side of the hill.
Magnificent. When something is magnificent, it is beautiful and grand.
The man gave his wife a pair of magnificent diamond earrings.
Necessity. A necessity is something that is needed.
Fresh water is a necessity for life.
Outcome. An outcome is the end of an action or event.
The outcome of his latest business plan was a complete failure.
Pile. A pile is a large group of things on top of one another.
The pile of cups was beginning to tilt.
Profound. When something is profound, it is very intelligent.
For a little boy, Jeremy has some profound thoughts.
Seize. To seize something means to grab it quickly or strongly.
The man seized as much money as he could before anyone could see him.
Squeeze. To squeeze something means to press it together and hold it tightly.
When Clara saw her cat, she gave it a big squeeze.
Supreme. When something is supreme, it is the highest or best.
The supreme officer was in charge of keeping the citizens calm.
Terrific. When something is terrific, it is very good.
My youngest daughter is a terrific painter.
Trait. A trait is part of someone's personality.
One trait of Salvador's personality is his cheerfulness.
Vital. When something is vital, it is necessary for life.
The heart is a vital organ.
Accustomed. When you become accustomed to something, you are in the habit of it.
Grandfather is accustomed to reading the newspaper every morning.